Okay, hey, welcome back. It's Sarah, also known as Quasi Thoughts. I want to talk to you today about Moterm's personal Versa that they just came out with. This is a pre-order. I got it from AliExpress. I did select FedEx shipping, which was about $25, $30. I don't remember exactly. I was able to combine a bunch of orders. So at the end of this video, I'm going to link, or I'm going to include the unboxing where I unboxed this one and then the 3 other Moterms that I bought at the same time. And all shipped together. I think it was like, I got notice 3 days ago that it shipped and it arrived this morning. I will say that my FedEx tracking never updated. So I just had planners without ever really knowing where they were or what country they were in. So this is Moterm's Versa. This is in the Litchi pink. And I am not a huge fan of this pink. I know that's a highly unpopular opinion because this is a beautiful blush pink. And I don't think anybody else would feel this way, but I tend to like stronger pinks. This is another Litchi pink. I think this is from a different batch when they came out a little bit pinker. So here it is in comparison to that one. Other than that, I don't have a whole lot of other pinks I can compare it to that are even close. This is a Gilio printed pink ostrich. This is the Moterm pink croco that they did. I think it is more like, I've heard that it's more like that first run of the Moterm Litchi pink. I always feel like I'm saying it wrong, and I probably am. So here, let's talk about this. Okay, so this is based, or let's go so far as to say inspired by the Gilio Miyakara. I have never seen a Miyakara in person, so I can't really talk specifically to how they compare. I do know that there are some differences. There are like card slots all over the place in this Moterm version. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 right here. All right. And then you have a popper pocket, a big popper pocket. This will fit my iPhone 11 Pro Max in an OtterBox case in here and pop shut. I would show you, except I'm filming it on this with that phone, so it's not gonna happen. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more card slots here. These are horizontal card slots. These are vertical card slots, okay? Then you have a zipper pocket here, right? And as we discussed, a very generously gusseted popper pocket here. Then you have a slip pocket back here. And then you have the binder on this section. You have 3 full-length slip pockets here. Okay, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 more card slots, and then a window card slot here. Then we get to the actual binder itself. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4 card slots, and then a full, like this pocket here. This is another full-length slip pocket. Then you have a leather flyleaf with 1, 2, 3 card slots in it, and I believe we have come to the end of the card slots. So there's nothing on the back side of the binder because it's meant to be tucked in. I do want to just say that I think my binder is a little wonky. You can see how it doesn't want to sit like this, which to me would be normal. It sits like this. So I do not know, because this is the first planner of this kind I've ever gotten, if that is because it's meant to slide in here. So it's intentionally kind of in favor of giving this side more space. It does kind of, I will say, I don't really like that it does this. So this would be the closest I can think of coming to some quality control issues. If you were to re-ring this, you might be able to fix the wonkiness. I don't really know how that happened or why. If we move on to this as a folio, right, it does have that big back pocket that we all know and love. I just want to throw out there that it will fit a monster of Histology. I cut the spine out of this one, and it slides in no problem. I'm pretty sure you could get a cover on cover in this. Plenty of space, right? Like it slides around in there just fine, right? I don't know that my Lauren Phelps vinyl covers are in easy reach. I did want to throw out there here, this is a new Histology, brand new, I just opened it. And then that Franklin Covey Day on One page book. This will fit in here. I didn't mention there's a pin slot here where you can slide in a pen. There's a TWSBI. I don't know that this would be the best idea to slide this kind of pen in there. It does seem, I mean, the cap's not gonna go in. But if you had, like, here's a Gillio pen, that's gonna slide in just fine. And then even a smaller pen too. So just for fun, let's put 2 in here. This is pretty much identical dimension-wise to a Stalogy, so you could fit 2 Stalogies in here. You could fit a Stalogy and another Stalogy really chunked up. There are 2 different snaps, so you have 2 different positions to snap this to really chunk it up. So far, everything that we've put in here will snap on the smaller option. So it could get even chunkier than what I have shown you so far. The last thing that I want to show you is if I slide this out and I put this binder back in, and then close it up, it still snaps on the smaller of the 2 snaps. Hopefully that's coming across. This would be on the wider. So this is on the wider of the 2 snaps. You don't see the snap when it's closed. This is on the smaller of the 2 snaps, and it holds everything nice and secure. Of all the options I showed you, this one feels like the best in terms of, like, nothing seems to want to slip around in here when I put it in this way. So that is that. The next thing I want to talk to you about are the inserts that I have in here. So these are Franklin Covey compact size inserts. They comes with some personal inserts that I've moved somewhere else. There is a little bit of overhang on this when you use it just in the binder, but if I were to slide this back in here, see how easy it slides in and out? And buckle this closed, there is obviously no overhang. So hopefully you can see that that works. So other than, like, the slightly off kilter thing on my rings, again, I don't know if that's just the one I got or it was intentionally made that way. It seems to feel okay to me. Like, it doesn't seem super off kilter. It wants to, like, drop down a little bit at the bottom. It doesn't seem super off kilter to me when it's in the binder like this. It just seems off when it's out. And again, so that's what I don't know if that's just intentional. I don't know if maybe it, like, rested like this in transit, and so now the leather just wants to kind of go that way. Because when I straighten it out again, like, the rings look appropriately aligned on the leather when I even out the ends, if that makes sense. So it might just be that it got a little mushed. The boxes looked fine though when I unboxed them. So I don't know. All right, that. Now I want to talk to you about this leather. So I have a couple different Moterms that we can talk about at this point in my collecting. So the very first Moterm, ring binder Moterm that I ever got was this one. This is the Rosa, and I have these 3 as well that I want to talk about. All 3 of these feel very similar to me. I do have a white one. Let me pull that over too, just because. Okay, this is the white one. So I do have a white here as well. All 4 of these actually feel very similar. The grain pattern that is on here, I think it's stamped, I don't actually know, is very, it's like very pronounced. It gives it a little bit of a hard feel or whatnot. That is not so much the case with this one. So here, this actually feels a little similar on the inside, but the outside here, and I don't know if it's just a different part of the leather that I got, feels very similar to this peach one that I have. And both of these, and it's messing with my head, I'm feeling a little crazy, feel kind of similar to my Vanderspec Napa in terms of softness. again, it's not this one. So maybe it was just where like with a part of the hide. So this one feels more like these. And I think it even looks like, if you compare here to here, like the grain pattern, you know, this, like, I don't know, they look different. Maybe I'm crazy. I'm probably crazy, but like compare it to here. Is it just the smoothness that I'm feeling that's the difference? I'm really interested, and I really hope other people, when they get theirs, they comment on how it feels. Because if this is the direction that Moterm is going in terms of their leathers, I think it's a vast improvement. And it feels very nice. It's also very squishy. I do want to say that I weighed all of this together with the Stylogy in here on my kitchen scale. And this is just over 2 pounds all in. I do not think this binder is as chunked as it could be. Like, you could put more in it. So you could get probably to like 2.5 pounds. Obviously there's nothing in the pockets or anything like that. So I want to talk really quickly about the corners as well. So I have a Vanderspec right here, and then I also have a Gillio. So the Gillio is the yellow one, the Vanderspec is the blue going forward, and the Moterm is the pink. So I want to bring these up if I can, so we can get a really good look at how the corners look. And hopefully this will focus. So I want to show you this corner. Of the 4 corners of this planner, this one that I'm trying to get unframe is probably the least well sewn. Can you see how the stitching is pretty freaking good? And then down here, let's take a look at this corner across all 3, and you can see on the sides I'll just take a moment of appreciation. So when it comes to craftsmanship, I think the leathers, like the stitching that is going on into all 3 of these, is pretty comparable. I believe they are all machine stitched. The other thing that I want to mention, and I need to get this side, is that the pockets, so this particular set of pockets is like full length the whole way up, right? All the rest of the pockets in here on these planners are the same kind as like Gillio does here. And for Moterm, they're also sewn top and bottom, but for Vanderspec, at least on this particular one, they're not sewn on either side. Okay. And then the other thing that I wanted to show you was the straps. So when it comes to the strap, I think both Gillio and Moterms are just glazed. Okay. Whereas I do believe Vanderspec's is wrapped. So they actually took this outside piece of leather, wrapped it over, sewed it down, and then sewed this inside piece on top of it. That right here is like the one real difference between them. So other than that, I'm going to show you all the corners and the edges on this. This is, I think, the least well done one. But let's take a look at all of this stitching. So right here, this seems a little delicate to me. They did put the little circle holes at the edge of it, but I feel like it's more inclined to rip. I don't know. They did not do the little circle holes at the edges of the card slots. They're just cut, whereas Gillio put the little circles. I don't know. Is there a leather worker watching this that knows why they would do this? Let's see. This popper pocket right here, this is glazed all the way around. But this end right here is actually folded over. Hopefully this is helpful. All right, so let's take, we got to this corner, and we're gonna go down the pocket. And this is the bottom of the planner that we're looking at now. And this is the other corner. Okay. All right. All in all, I have to say, I am impressed with this. When you consider that the cost of this compared to the cost of a Miyakara, it's a fraction of what you would pay, even for a slightly less amazing leather. It is not as drastic a difference, at least this one isn't as drastic a difference as some of the other Moterms that I have had in the past. I do think Moterm is stepping up their game in terms of leather quality. I do think they have some pretty good construction with the stitching and the way they're finishing their binders and so forth. I am a little concerned about the way this one lays, right? But again, I don't know if it was just a little mushed or if it was actually like put in wrong. I guess I should show you these corners too. So, I mean, it's pretty consistent and consistently machine stitched too. Oh, these ones do have the little dots on the pockets at the edges. So all in all, here's your flyleaf. It is an elasticated pen loop, and the elastic matches, which is amazing because I don't think the elastic matches on my Gilio, and I do not believe, yeah, the elastic doesn't match on my Vanderspec either. Oh yeah, this is not an elasticated pen loop. So that is my take on the Moterm Miyakara, or that was a nice Freudian slip, the Moterm Versa, personal Versa. I would love to hear your thoughts on this planner in the comments down below. Do you have one? Did you buy one? Are you part of the pre-order? I bought this in pink, but then I messaged them about getting it in white. They said okay. They shipped the pink. I did message them about like, what's the next step? How do I get a white one? And sorry, excuse me. Worst case, I may rebuy it in white and then just pass this along to somebody else. But I would love to hear your thoughts and what you think about Moterm. I am definitely liking the direction that their quality and their production value is going with this particular planner compared to some of the other ones that I've bought over time from them. I think they are headed in the right direction, and I think good things are in store from them in the future for the planner community. So I am definitely going to keep them on my radar. I'll be right back with something from the past when I unboxed this and this and this and this. And for those that are interested in watching the actual unboxing, stick around. Otherwise, I will see you on the next one. Hey, so this is a recent order I placed with Moterm. It should have my personal Versa in here, along with an excessive number of other things I bought from them, like maybe 3 other planners. I chose FedEx shipping, and I just wanted to do a really quick unboxing. And then the shipping never, look at this, 1, 2, 3, 4. So my shipping information never updated on the AliExpress site, but it's here. I'm thinking this is the Versa. So let's do this really quick before I have to move on. I don't want to open. difficult. This is super cute. Oh, it comes in a bag now. Maybe I never ordered from them directly before. Uh-oh. This is the pink one, and I thought I changed it to the white. Oh, but this is super nice. Oh my gosh, do you see this? So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 card slots in this popper pocket, and then a zipper here. This is an awesome arrangement. And then pocket, pin slot, 1, 2, 3, 4 card slots, and another pocket, 1, 2. Oh my gosh, the card slots are just all over the place. And then if you wanted to use it as like for a B6, it would still be a folio. And you have a leather flyleaf with more pockets on it. Good Lord, the card slots in this are insane. However, I thought I ordered the white one. Oh boy. All right, I'll have to reach out to customer service and see, but Jiminy Cricket, this is so soft and squishy and nice. I love it. Okay, move on really quickly. This should be an A5. Well, not an A5, but a folio type cover in the pink croco. I am hoping that this will work for my, I have an A5 wide journal, or an A5 slim. This is really nice. That currently does not have a cover. So this is shorter by like 1/4 of an inch than an actual A5. Oh yeah. That's gonna fit nicely. Do you see that? So an A5 would be much more true to size. I'll pop my cousin in this later. It's not a current cousin, it's an old one. And then, I'm sorry if the lighting is weird, but I have to get this on film and I can't wait to unbox it later. Okay. This is either the peach or the orange. Yes, this is the peach B6. These are really nice. My goodness. I love this color. And then this is going to be the orange. I love that they come in bags now. Look at that. That is super bright. And squishy. All of these are so squishy. Wow, these feel totally different, and you can kind of see the difference in the textures. Fascinating. To compare, this is the pink. I know the sun is like not cooperating. And then I have this one as well. This is a Litchi pink that I got off Buy Sell Trade to compare to the pink Versa. This is direct sunlight. All right, I'll be back later with more thoughts.